Yeah. Send this one out to everybody trying to make ends meet. Yeah, I'm on the grind. Still.
My name is Tyler Fangio.
And I feel like I'm walking on the line.
I make shitty beats.
Hey yo, I'm trying to make my dollars double.
There's one song that I heard. Like, mind you, before this, never listened to rap, right? That's what got me right there. And a bunch of Mac too. Mac was like the first like rapper I ever listened to. Before that it was just like shit like this. Hardest part is starting, dude. You start on a beat, like, man, I wish this video would show, but like, I guarantee I'm gonna have the hardest time just starting it. You're making the beat and it sounds good, and then like halfway through your brain shuts off and you're like, that doesn't sound good anymore. What you originally start with, like, try your hardest to keep going with that. That's like the hardest part, because like I can start something and then it's like 2 minutes later I'm like, oh, let me add this in, and I'm like, well, fuck, that sounds like garbage now. Favorite part, honestly, the completion. Like the moment you like finish that beat and you get to hear like how much hard work you just put into that, it's like so satisfying and like so fulfilling. Because like, you know, like you start on the beat and it's just like you get like halfway and you're like, well, I don't know where to go from this. So just like finishing it. Best word of advice, honestly, like if you're making beats, don't follow other people's footsteps. Always try to do something that like is based upon like you.
What the fuck I look like saying I'm sorry to a bunch of fucking guys who can potentially harm me. I ain't never gonna bow down to your expectation. By the way, I got 50 fucking walls that'll guard me. Our future,
Dude.
Wolf Gang.
What? I really just found that out.
Wolf Gang. Bitch over every other club. Wolf Gang. Wolf Gang. Say it loud. Fucking lady bombing on the stage. It's hard, though. For real. Make a happy fucking nerve to call me mature.
It's like, I know that song. Like, I've done that so many times, bro, with like... Shit. Like, so many songs that I've learned on piano, I've just managed to learn from relative pitch. The melody came to me, bro, in such a, like, awkward time. Okay, so, I don't sleep. I have insomnia. I got problems. This was 4 in the fucking morning, and I was like, yo, this whole little melody joint right here. This right here was like... This was like the start. So I always like, my main thing is I like to figure out the melody before I do anything else. And I just started playing random notes. Just like random ass notes. Like random little notes, like just. And then it just all pieced in together. And so from there it was just like, try to make it as simple as you can. I like doing like a little bit more odd, like a little bit more flair. So with that I just like, like shit like that, just to like make it a little bit more like detailed and add like a little bit more characteristic to it. And I believe afterwards I made the drums. So for the drums, I was searching through kits after kits, because like on this song I knew that I wanted to go for like a lo-fi vibe. So my main thing was like finding like a kit that sounded like mellow and at the same time had a little bit of Rick flair to it. So like this whole drum kit was like perfect, that perfect snare, and that's like the main thing that I use to like help my music is the snare, because like the snare will say so much throughout the entire song, because that's like the main thing you hear, and of course you hear like the kick and shit. So it was just like finding something that was gonna go along with this piece right here. And just like keeping that whole vibe together. That's like another thing that's really hard, is like making sure that your vibe is like staying connected, because there are people that like play something on the piano and then they play like some hard ass fucking like bass line and it sounds banging, and then they make the drums and it's just like, what the fuck are you doing?